Welcome back into Fox 54 for another episode of The Blitz. I'm your morning anchor, Jackson Rowland.
And I'm your news producer, David Hawkey.
Each week, we break down all the NFL action that's happening this Sunday on Fox 54.
Plus, the matchups for your Atlanta Falcons and Carolina Panthers. Let's get started.
All right, we'll start with Fox's Game of the Week. You can catch right here on Fox 54. David, it is Lions, Vikings, a big matchup for both of these teams, looking to bolster the record for playoff hopes. And the Lions, that is, coming off a bye week, well-rested, and a big win over the Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's been really big for them, that bye week. And that win against the Bucs, they kind of got back on pace, I think. And with the Vikings, they're just coming off a loss now.
That's right.
Against the Chargers, they lost Carson Wentz, who was their quarterback. But good news for Vikings fans, they are getting J.J. McCarthy back at the helm.
And that is huge, because that was the question coming in. With the ankle injury, are we going to have J.J.? J.J. seemed to have a couple strong performances and really get this offense moving, because this offense has weapons, David. If you look across the board, the elements are there, but can they facilitate drives?
That's going to be the big question. I mean, you have a number one receiver, could be questionably the best receiver in the league,
sure,
Justin Jefferson. You also have a decent tight end there with T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah.
And you also have like Addison there. You have Aaron Jones as your veteran running back. So it's all as J.J.'s going to be able to come back and be healthy, like a reboot, and get these guys going against a division rival that the last couple of years has had their number.
Oh, absolutely. And Dan Campbell has got this offense looking pretty solid coming into this second half of the season. Jared Goff looking strong, passing the ball well. Their third down conversions are where I worry a little bit. Only 32 of 85, but they've only allowed 32 out of 85. So things seem balanced there. But that's going to be a number that's important in the division rival matchup.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely division rivals are always going to play each other tougher. But I'm still looking at the Lions to probably come out of here with a dub.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think Vikings in the QB situation and the questionable offensive production so far this year, Lions look too good. I think they steal this one.
All right, Jackson, now it's time to talk about your hometown team.
That's right.
The Atlanta Falcons. Not a good week for them last week against the Miami Dolphins. Your cousin out there didn't look like the old cousin that they paid $100+ million to. What do you got?
Yeah, it's a big contract, and it's hurting right now for Falcons fans. I feel this one just personally. The loss to the Dolphins, I mean, the Dolphins of all teams for this year, just because they've been struggling, right? I mean, no hate to Dolphins fans. But it's just tough to see that loss and the lack of offensive production we saw last Sunday. Obviously, Kirk Cousins taking things over after the Penix injury. We're optimistic that Penix is back this week, but also just a lack of involvement from Bijan Robinson Sunday, which has not been the case. He's really been carrying a lot of the offensive load and not a lot of carries at all. Maybe, around 9, 10 carries in that game Sunday? I mean,
yeah,
it was brutal.
I think they got down too big. And you didn't mention, but last-minute loss for them was Drake London. No one thought that he was going to be out, and that's a big piece for the Atlanta Falcons offense. So Pitts did step up a little bit, but they went down way too early.
Absolutely, yeah. You get in a deficit that big, it changes your entire game plan. Now you're playing out of desperation, and that's never where you want to be in this league.
No, and now they're going up against New England Patriots team that is 6-2.
Yeah, they're on fire.
Drake May is looking like an MVP candidate right now. I'd be a little worried going up to Foxborough to face that team.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. At the beginning of the season, I would not have told you that Drake May was going to have the standout season that he has had. He has impressed. He's got Ramondre Stevenson helping carry that load out of the backfield, and their defense is shaping up to be a pretty championship caliber defense, if I'd say so myself. And they're competing right there with the Bills at the top of the division. This is a big game for them just to continue to stay atop the division. Falcons are just fighting and clawing right there with the Panthers and their divisional standings.
Who would have thought that?
Bigger for who would have thought that, right? But bigger for the Patriots, I think, that they just clean up what should be, I hate to say it as a Falcons fan, an easier home win for them.
Yeah, I think I'm going with you on that one. I think New England's probably going to get another win here, and I think that's going to be 6 in a row for them.
Yeah, and we say that, but the Falcons did upset the Buffalo Bills when the offense got rolling. And so that's what it hinges on. It's Penix coming back, Bijan getting involved. We're missing London, but can our other weapons get it done? All right, and wrapping things up, we hop over state lines into Carolina, talking about the Panthers, just atop the Falcons in the division, but they're facing a divisional leader in the Green Bay Packers, and so far look pretty strong.
Yep, they've looked absolutely great this season, 5-1-1. Did have that one tie against the Cowboys. They could have pulled a win.
Yeah, weird game.
Yeah, but this game is at Lambeau. It's always cold at Lambeau. Always uncomfortable for the visiting team. Yeah. Panthers don't have a good away record right now. They're 1-3. So this might be tough, but they are getting Bryce Young back, it looks like. Full practice participant this week. So that is something to look forward to for Panthers fans.
Yeah, and that's huge news. You watch the video of that injury, it's just sickening. It's one of those that's hard to watch. Nobody's leg should bend like that. So to have him back, honestly, unexpected. I thought maybe longer recovery, so glad to see that he's back. Panthers fans are glad to hear that. And you mentioned the away record for Carolina, but at home, Packers undefeated at Lambeau. So defending Lambeau well, and Jordan Love and the offense look strong. We just talked about off-air Tucker Kraft.
Surprise.
Exceeding expectations this year. Of course, he's joined by Romeo Dobbs, who is performing as well as we thought he would also. So offensive production is there. The defense seems strong.
They added that key piece, that Micah Parsons. He's been stellar on that defense. That just keep him in games. Even if the offense isn't firing on all cylinders, he still is able to keep them low.
Yeah, and you look at one of their highest points allowed was that game against the Cowboys, ending in a tie, which, personally, I hate the ties. We need a winner and a loser, but that has kept them atop their division, having one loss.
Yep, it does, especially with the Lions just right behind them by one game. That half a game right now they kind of have over them is going to give them the boost. Now with the Panthers, you just got to hope that you get a good running game starting from the beginning.
Absolutely.
Use your two-headed monster. Use Rico Dow. Use Chuba Hubbard. Use them both. Try to kill some clock and score some points early.
Yeah, you already touched on a point I wanted to make was a long time of possessions. They need long drives, and that can only happen if the run game is firing on all cylinders. You do not want this Packers offense on the field. You just don't. Schematically, they are just leagues ahead, I think, of the rest of their division right now. And if I'm the Panthers, I need to keep Chuba Hubbard and, of course, his counterpart on the field as well. Now, Bryce Young coming back is great news. Is he at 100%? That's what we're going to find out. Well, thanks for tuning in to another week of The Blitz, where we're previewing all the NFL action you can watch this Sunday on Fox 54.
Plus the action for your Atlanta Falcons and Carolina Panthers. I've been your news producer, David Hawkey.
And I'm morning anchor Jackson Rowland. We'll see you next week on The Blitz.